What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So an executive order by President Donald Trump is going into effect this week, and it has major ramifications for pretty much all Americans here in the United States and businesses around the world and small businesses here in the United States, especially here. And this is major news here, and it all goes into effect this week. And I'm going to give you all the details here in this video on how this is going to affect your money, your pocketbook, and all these businesses. And this is major news, and how shipments are being halted into the United States because of this all right now. It's all literally happening already. So let's jump right in. I'm going to give you all the details here right now as we are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. Click the bell icon after subscribing so you get notifications when we go live, which is normally at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, it's completely free to subscribe. This way you just won't miss out on future videos. All right, take a look here. Okay, the de minimis shipping rules are slated to change this week. And it's really big news. A lot of people don't even know about this. And, well, shipments, packages are actually being halted here by some major carriers. And a lot of people don't even know about this. Some people do that are in the know here. And, well, you'll probably be in the know after watching this video. Here's another headline here. Small businesses are scrambling after U.S. tariff exemptions come to an end. Take a listen to this video, and then we'll go over some more details.
This morning, global mail carriers suspending deliveries to the U.S. amid confusion over new import duties.
I won't be able to send you anything. Hopefully, we can get this kind of figured out soon. I don't know what you guys are doing over there.
Postal services in Australia, India, New Zealand, the UK, and parts of Europe say they will stop shipping parcels to the States before the end of a trade exemption known as de minimis, which since 2016 had allowed goods worth up to $800 to enter the U.S. duty-free. But per an executive order signed by President Trump last month, goods coming in from abroad less than $800 will be slapped with country-specific tariff rates starting Friday.
The vast majority of my customer base is in the US. I can't pass this on to my customers. So as of last night, I've had to close my store completely,
leaving small businesses and consumers concerned about shipping backlogs.
And with the couriers, we just don't know what's going to be happening.
DHL, one of the world's largest courier companies, will stop accepting parcels destined for the U.S. starting today, citing unresolved key questions about the process.
That just adds more uncertainty into an already very confusing picture around tariffs and how they're going to impact us here in the United States.
The change could cost consumers a staggering $13 billion overall. The cost breakdown, $80 per item for countries with a tariff rate of less than 16%, $160 per item for countries with rates between 16 and 25%, and $200 per item for countries with rates above 25%. Those small dollar costs amounting to big picture concerns for the economy, as Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell signaled late last week that rate cuts could be on the horizon.
The shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance.
There was also a de-escalation in those trade tensions between Canada and the U.S. following a call between its Prime Minister and President Trump last week. And two important points on the de minimis exception here, guys. First off, the White House says that they're doing this to try to stop the flow of fentanyl into this country.
Now, the other problem with these rule changes is that federal agencies and shipping ports and shipments, all these things are going into effect very quickly. The rule changes are not well known, and we're seeing shipment companies not even want to handle them. And the tariff duties are going to cost billions and billions and billions of dollars to Americans when prices get raised, and we're seeing all sorts of problems. We're seeing small businesses, some of them actually go out of business. We're seeing a lot of them have to raise their prices. You guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comment section as well. It's just creating significant problems. Yeah, you can see here, international postal services are suspending shipments to the United States after an exemption on tariff duties for small packages is set to expire. In the latest example of how President Donald Trump's sweeping new trade policy is impacting U.S. consumers and businesses. Beginning Friday, the de minimis exemption, which allowed shipments of goods worth $800 or less to enter the United States duty-free, will be eliminated. It's another blow to the exemption that provided loopholes for e-commerce giants. In May, the Trump administration suspended the rule on packages coming from China and Hong Kong. Those high duties were reduced from 120% to 54%, especially hurt low-cost sellers like Shein and Temu. Another headline here says European and Asian shippers have completely cut off the U.S. as tariff deadline nears. A number of European and Asian postal agencies have started pausing or cutting off U.S. shipments, citing uncertainty over the end of the so-called de minimis tariffs exemption this week. And small dollar commerce and gift giving could grind to a halt in coming days, threatening the flow of hundreds of millions of packages a year into the United States. And if anything, not only are they stopping, but they will end up costing more for Americans. Many international carriers, citing uncertainty about the new rule and lack of time to create enforcement mechanisms, have opted to pause sending packages to the U.S. altogether. Post Europe, a trade group for the continent's national carriers, listed at least 16 national carriers as of Sunday that intended to pause or restrict shipments to the U.S. due to new regulations. Carriers in Asia are beginning to take the same approach as well. In the UK's Royal Mail said that they would end existing shipments services coming this Tuesday. Belgium's bpost paused shipments as of August 23rd, saying that they are working on implementing a new system. Germany's Deutsche Post put the same restrictions in place as of August 22nd as well. Postal authorities in France, Greece, Austria, and Nordic countries, among others, also indicated shipments could or would be disrupted as well. And Japan Post said Monday it would also suspend accepting parcels for shipments to the U.S., saying the procedures laid out by U.S. Customs and Border Protection to comply with the new rules are not clear. And an estimated 1.3 billion packages entered the U.S. last year under de minimis rules. About 60% of them were from China alone. So guys, we get a lot of stuff from overseas, 60% of it from China, and all of this stuff is going to go up in price. Well, let me back that up. First of all, a lot of this stuff is being literally not shipped in right now, okay? Paused or not shipped in at all. And a lot of this stuff is going to go up in price because of tariffs. So 1.3 billion packages last year entered the U.S. last year under these de minimis rules, which will now be tariffed and will have a significant tariff pricing taxes on them. Yeah. You can see right here, the changes have already had a significant impact on discount retailers like Shein and Temu, whose shipments to the U.S. suddenly got substantially more expensive. The bottom line, tariffs aren't just for cargo ships full of giant containers anymore, and are now just going to be for single items that people are purchasing for themselves. Real quick, if you're about protecting your health and your wallet, listen up. Millions of Americans are on the wrong Medicare plan. Many are paying more than they should, and others don't have the coverage they need. Some end up with unexpected bills that they can't delay. It's really sad. If you're about to turn 65 or already on Medicare, don't let this happen to you. Call my partners at Chapter with the phone number here on the screen. They'll check to see if you're already on the best plan. If you are, they'll tell you, and if you're not, they'll help you get something better. Folks that work with Chapter typically save $1,100 per year. That's right. It's free, it's easy, it's quick, and they can review your options in under 20 minutes. Make sure you have the right plan that covers you in an emergency. Call Chapter right now with this number on the screen, which is 833-700-1320. And it's 100% free. Don't just wonder or worry if you have the coverage you need. Call them today. Or click the link in the pinned comment down below and find out, like so many of our viewers have. So make sure to share this video on social media and share this with people that need to hear this information. Subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you get updates on information that I will be sharing with you daily here so you don't miss out on future videos. Click this video here to see a major announcement the Fed just made for millions of Americans. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the